Alright, hello everybody. We are ready to begin this match of SADD 2021. We have the Seed 6 team, Dover and Klungo, on the villains, and the Seed 10 team, Slowman-Toscha, on the heroes. And as I switch into the game, I am commentating this and judging it with Xadrian. So Xadrian, go ahead and start filling us in on their character picks for the first rounds.
Well, we've got Klungo on the Vader. That's a big surprise there to everyone who knows Klungo. Dover is going to be following up with the Maul for support, and we have on the hero side Slowman on a Luke with Toscha on the Ayla. So fairly interesting picks. I think I favor the villain side a little bit more with their picks, just because of the Vader and the Maul against the Luke. But we've
Yeah,
seen this combination work multiple times.
and not just that, I think there's no easy way to sugarcoat this, but Slowman and Toscha are heavily expected to lose this match. Dover and Klungo have been performing really well against some of the best teams in the tournament. They got sent to losers bracket 14-20 against Az or Nick, whereas Slowman and Toscha got sent to losers bracket 9-20 against Draxus and Youngouts. And so those were some, I think, telling scores in previous rounds. That's not to say that this is impossible for Slowman and Toscha, but it's just very much Dover and Klungo are expected to take this one.
As I brought up in many of the previous matches, this is still a 2v2 where anything can and will happen. So the possibility always exists. It's going to be up on Toscha and Slowman to find it, though.
Yep, and we will see how the first matches progress. I definitely agree that the character picks as well favor the villains here. I haven't seen much of Slowman's Luke in 2v2, but it stands to reason that it's likely to I don't know if they know that they're starting the round.
This is an interesting... I think this is a deliberate tactical choice by them to...
There they go.
I think they want to just hold that building. I'm not sure what's keeping Toscha. Okay, now they're moving to that middle building.
And we see Klungo already immediately zooming past.
Maybe they wanted to fight on that building back closer to their spawn.
Yeah, this is the building I call Hero Square, but Klungo is going to find a quick pick on Slowman, sniping that out. Toscha narrowly escapes the incoming Maul there off of his counterpunch, but a good dash roll is going to get him out of that scenario, and he's left to 1v2 here.
Not a fun combo of characters to face in a 1v2, but Ayla's probably the best character to have to do it with.
Yeah, I definitely agree on the hero side that Ayla's, we talk about it all the time, the fact that the Ayla's got the 1v2 potential, but I don't know, against punishes like Dover's, Klungo's
well,
rather.
Klungo might...
And he manages to get the ramp up there to cut him off.
He got the quick ramp, which is what he needed. If he'd been a little slower, Toscha might have had a chance to run. I'm not sure Maul was in a place to quite follow up.
Yeah, I think the decision to just remain where they started so long was just weird. No, we don't normally see teams do that. We usually just see an instant jump for that center building. Not that those starting buildings, or like where you move at the beginning, really contributes much to the result of the match, in my opinion. But
the fact that they were staying there, like, it was almost like they were declaring intent that they wanted to be there.
Klungo getting an immediate snipe once again onto the Ayla's movement. His movement reads have been impeccable so far. And we have Slowman backing off to the courtyard and up onto the arena top here. Looking to
I like the move to take it patient and try and space them out, because against the Maul and the Vader, that's really what he's got to do. But Dover and Klungo are likely to, yep, they're approaching fairly together.
Oh, great attack there. He's going to catch it out. A double roll from both players in the same direction. No stamina here, but he does land on the cylinders. I think not finishing Klungo down in that situation, although, Dover was nearby, that puts him in a really hard situation here, where he's going to have to continue this 1v2.
I'm not sure I like the idea of being in the middle of the arena like that, but not going to matter for the rest of this round. Klungo finds the finish.
Although we've talked about how much Klungo and Dover are expected to take this, I like that these two players are just kind of willing to run out here and really challenge him head on. It obviously hasn't worked for them very much, but that's what you have to be willing to do as players. Toscha and Slowman are showing no fear in just trying to come out and attack.
I mean, if they want to have a chance, they've got to find an opportunity to either create or exploit, and they're not going to find it just purely playing passive.
And I guess more importantly, though, we talk about exploit. If Klungo misses an attack right like that, I'd expect an immediate counterpunch, being able to find the kill there, and the hero's not able to close that out, and that was an opportunity. We talk about opportunities here, and they missed that. Another opportunity, Ayla's riposte. And Toscha is going to find the kill in that narrow corridor.
They may have missed some opportunities early, but if they can start pulling that around, not out of it yet. Score's only 2-1.
I'm looking forward to seeing what Toscha can really do on this Ayla. I think we've seen him on it before, and he has been able to find some good picks. And Toscha's one of these players that's definitely better in 1v1 scenarios than he is in 2v2. But there we find the riposte positioning helping him out a lot. As Klungo nulls Slowman, unable to finish though. Dover will clean that up. I think committing too hard to combo there.
Yeah, I think he might have been better served trying to do a dash and roll.
Well, the funny thing is that initially I agree to begin with, the dash roll was probably better, but that combo wasn't even punished. Dover ends up going into a combo of his own. If Toscha had simply finished that combo and then immediately dash attacked, he could have actually taken that 1v2. So, villains not, they can bleed here.
Certainly. When you consider the endless potentials, could-be's, what-ifs.
Dover getting a very good backslash onto the Ayla there.
Yeah, that's what I just want Karen. I was trying to figure out what had just happened there.
Yeah, he just launched the Ayla across that open area. Leaving Slowman once again, he's going to try to kite this over to the arena. This didn't work out. Well, it did work out, but then it didn't.
Well, it was better when he was on top of the arena. When he was getting trapped inside the arena with people with high ground and a Vader staring him down, that's when it got a little shaky.
See, this is what Slowman wants. He needs to take one of these 1v1s he's been given, and he tries to, but he does get outplayed there by... He gets a second chance at life.
Bad finish.
He's breathing.
I'd want to get out of that corner. Nope, not able to.
The Maul dash spam is going to be enough to clean him up. It's hard to make this call. I do think that Slowman switching to Obi, knowing him and what his play is, he's only taken up Luke recently as a character. I think he should play what he knows, and he does switch immediately. I have the telepathic advice there. Right now, 1-4 lead right now for the villains, as they opt to take it to what's colloquially known as the city. Perhaps they think unsafe jumps from the heroes here are going to be easily punished. As the heroes
perhaps just even the unfamiliar ground.
Does Dover look a little isolated here to you?
That he does, but at the same time, the Maul's got I don't know, it's a weird spot when they're separated as far as they were, because even the heroes were, they're close enough that they could have helped follow up, but it's that awkward where everyone is kind of a little spaced out from each other.
I think they need to be applying pressure to this Vader, otherwise one of them is going to get sniped or punished, and here it comes, right there. But Toscha, excellent pickup there. Will he be able to close out this 1v1?
Jamal's taking some damage, right?
I did not see.
Maybe I saw incorrectly. Ooh,
questionable
Anti
roll,
fell
but
with the
it was
roll.
stage fall roll, but Dover's
Not
going to
able to
clean it up.
chase. It feels a little like they're focusing too much on the Maul in that case. Like when you're bringing up, they need to focus the Vader.
100%, I agree. The Vader here is just calling out their movement and their attacks. And once again, I think a little bit too much focus on Dover's Maul is going to allow him to just bait out the Ayla. Slowman, good.
Knocked down, but couldn't get the finish.
I think rushing the finish a little bit, kind of scared of Klungo. One thing I know about Slowman as a player is he does like to roll a lot in these situations, and I think that's going to be the death of him here. Or it will save him. Although it didn't look like that aerial was going to hit anyway from Klungo. A great backslash. I'm glad to see him mix it up. Does get the finish. And we're going to get a point for both sides here, as there is a total trade.
Exotic.
So that leads this to be 6-2. Honestly, I think, you know, you hope for a win, but when you're down in a 1v2 scenario, you take that.
You know, thinking about it, I'm actually not sure you'd really want to take that. Like, it's obviously better than just sacrificing a point to them, but at the same time, that puts them closer to the goal, and you're not really closing the gap. So I think as the team that's down, you still, it's sort of a Pyrrhic victory.
Yeah, but, I mean, at the same time, you gotta take what you can get, and it's very likely you will end up losing that point in 1v2 anyway as Obi. What we saw a bit there was actually Toscha getting caught out by Klungo once again, but Slowman manages to escape a failed finish from Dover with a well-placed roll. But that does mean he's very low here, and he's going to get launched into the wall there. It does very much
pressure
feel to
on
me... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you first.
I was about to say that from what we've seen from Clover and Dover and Klungo recently, I feel that their play here is, you know, they're normally aggressive and pressure-oriented and snipe-oriented, but I feel more so, and great
getting the knock
there,
on the Maul.
I feel more so in this match that the aggression is a bit unsafe. Like, they know that they can perhaps flex a bit here, but I think it bites them in the butt, and I don't know, Klungo not able to find that finish.
Slowman getting that knock on Dover gave him just enough time to interfere with Vader. He probably saw the Obi-Wan coming, and that might have influenced his ability to close out Toscha, and Toscha turned around and finish him off.
Yeah, a little bit of hesitance there from Klungo in the finish situation, maybe not aware of where Slowman is, but either way, good plays from Slowman. Ooh, very risky.
I'm not sure I like that.
You have to be careful in most situations, but especially against Mauls and Vaders, going up onto those buildings. Toscha doing a great job outplaying there in that 1v2 as both players try to clean him up on that small building, but Ayla just does Ayla things.
It was a bit of a risk to go for the combo, but I was more worried that the Maul would have just run up and backslashed, but that wasn't the choice they ended up making, and combo ended up being the solution.
And you know, it's only 1 point of a difference in the gap, but 5-1 feels a lot more comfortable to me than 7-4. Like, 7-4, I feel like my opponents have a chance in coming back and taking it, but
every single point they're getting to bolster that number and keeping them as close as possible, that's going to give them the opportunity.
Oh, so much uncoordination there.
Oh.
They're not able, and again!
Again!
They need to be on the same page with these finishes. And in that situation, you know, I think Klungo could maybe do more to disrupt.
Oh. That was a bit odd. It looked like Clover wanted,
Clover?
oh wow, now you're infecting me. He wanted to go for that dash attack, but I think maybe he just came up a little short or ran into it. Wow. Because it looked like he should have had Slowman there.
Yeah, this is... I mean, Slowman and Toscha are doing very well in this situation, but even more than that, I feel Dover and Klungo are not playing to the level that we've seen them play before. I don't know what it is here, if it's overconfidence or rust or something, but
Tosha not going down. Well, he went down there, but
just missing the backslash punish, and I know how hard those can be to hit. So good BS himself is going to clean up that point for Klungo.
I think maybe the dash attack may not have been the right call there on Slowman.
I like going for a dash. Oh, you mean from Slowman? Yeah. I think.
Yeah, from Slowman.
Going for a going for a dash attack onto that missed backslash was definitely the right call. It just can be hard to hit those. I think one thing we're seeing is better coordinated aggression from the heroes that have given them a lot of this kind of flow. As they pick up Klungo again, his mechanical accuracy is slightly off today. I don't know if it's a server issue or if he's just slightly off today.
Good attempt by Slowman.
Good attempt, but in my opinion, that was a little bit
greedy
outside of the area of control of his teammate. You always want to be attacking with your teammate within their own zone of control, because now we have a 1v1.
And Dover's damage, which helps the aerial game potentially in Tosha's favor, but
maybe a little.
Definitely.
I don't know how much that matters, just because a single counterpunch is gonna end up taking this game most likely, or this match.
Definitely.
Either way.
And then we also haven't seen Tosha throwing out that many aerials.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter a huge amount. Good roll away from danger there.
Always possible though, because if it comes down to mash wars,
that is fair.
It's never not relevant.
We have been seeing Tosha go for those. It's not at all a disadvantage for your opponent to be at lower health.
Jockeying over building. Oh.
Good intercept is gonna get him that kill.
I think he got hit by just about the maximum's horizontal range of that dash attack.
And that is gonna lead this to 5-9.
5-9. Yep. I just hit the wrong button.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not wrong there.
Nope. That is correct. I'm doing what I did last game.
Fat fingering the 8 key.
Yes. Ruining everyone's faith in the officiating scorekeep.
Oh. Tosha able to get the roll off there. I'm not sure what that roll was, though.
It was exactly what Klungo was looking for, unfortunately. Klungo going for the BS instead of the dash attack on Slowman there. Not working out well for him. Well, he got away.
Dover's own backslash going to be strongly covering for his teammate there. And honestly, with Dover having the stronger character on this side, he's going to be able to punish the heroes and bring out this phase to a close 10-5 in favor of the villains. We're going to go to a brief intermission, and we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. We are ready to continue the round in just a moment, or rather into the next phase. And we have an interesting treat this time. It seems both teams deciding to get a little bit experimental by the day's standards. And we're going to be seeing both a key and an emperor coming out from the players.
My heart goes out to Tosha seeing my main out there. I'm not sure it's the wisest decision, but as someone who loves to play the Emperor, I can fully appreciate someone bringing him out.
I think this is almost objectively a terrible decision, but yeah, I think that's a fine way to go. I think, well, you know, the presence of an Ayla on the field is just a nightmare for Emperor for the most part. But we'll see what they can do.
CD in general is a nightmare, and it is most certainly not the most optimal choice, but it is technically possible to make it work, considering that there is only, in fact, one CD character to deal with, so as long as he leaves it to the Maul.
Absolutely. So, we're going to be diving right in, and, you know, I've never seen Klungo's key before, but it'll certainly be interesting. I think another thing worth considering is Emperor's slow movement does make him vulnerable to some of the Tony flips, those back flips coming out from key. Toscha left in a rough spot, choosing to go for the combo hits. Is going to be able to
Well, we
pick
got
up
the
a hit
knock,
onto
but that is...
a high risk, to be sure.
I...
Hang on, I'm alt-tabbed for just a second. They can continue on, sorry.
I am not entirely certain that that approach to using the aerial on targets that are mostly full health was quite the way to go.
I think
but
you're sugarcoating it. That was an error. I mean, I'll admit it. I think, you know, it's... You want to go for damage, and maybe he thought that his opponent would be unprepared in that scenario, but it's just a...
massive. Oh, wow. Klungo getting the knock.
Oh, wow. However, they're not able to finish him in time, and he does get some damage on the Klungo. However, that's not going to matter much, as everybody but Klungo does.
As he finishes it out.
So it was 10-5 last phase, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, I can see the decision making, I guess, for the Emperor. And we do have the swap to Slowman on Annie with Toscha going on Maul now.
I think Annie is definitely the right decision for trying to deal with a key. It definitely does look like this game. You know, both teams are... You know, Toscha and Slowman are fighting for their life, but the decision to go Emperor shows me that both are willing to try to get a little experimental, even though they're each but a round away. Or not a round away, but a game away from tournament elimination. 3-0 now in favor of the Heroes. They have a strong lead already.
If their aim was to create a very different kind of fight in the second phase, I'm not sure that they've been benefiting from doing so.
I mean, they're up 3 points.
Correct. I should have specified. I meant in the frame of Slowman and Toscha.
Toscha unfortunately hitting his own teammate there, and he gets picked up by Dover's Ayla. What adaptation do you think we need to see from the villains here to start picking up a couple points?
I wouldn't mind seeing a Vader to help try and counter the Ayla. I'm not sure which one of them I would want to swap, though.
Yeah, I also think we need to see a little bit more oppressive CD use from Slowman onto this key that's on the field.
They definitely need to be playing more together. Because, like, right there, he's just off on his own. He just didn't have the support from Slowman. He was too far away.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of looking like curtains here for their team, as it is now 5-0, and that's a confirmed tie, and Dover and Klungo only need 1 more point to secure this match. I don't know. I expected Slowman and Toscha to do better on the villain side, and that expectation is being kind of thrown away right now. I don't know what's going wrong for them. I just expected that they're more comfortable on Maul, or Tosha's more comfortable on Maul, I think, than Ayla.
In fairness, they did have an amp for first couple of rounds, so those rounds were mostly forfeit. Not impossible to have made it work, but not ideal in any scenario.
Even so, it just kind of looks like there's a psychological kind of detriment right now on the villain side. They're definitely playing more separated and a lot less coordinated.
Significantly so. And this might be setting itself up to be the last round at this rate.
However, definitely worth noting too, it could simply be the fact that Klungo's finding easier punishes here on the key than he was on Vader. Confirming those mechanical
Certainly
hits.
so. You've been seeing him confirm several kills throughout these rounds on Hero's side.
But I think even so, most of the kills have been on Dover. Actually, Toscha getting a good pickup there, left to 1v1 against this Ayla.
Would have liked to have wished that the Ayla was gone first on Tosha's side, but anything bringing it to a more manageable fight is going to be in his favor.
I think something interesting Dover could have done there actually is as he was retreating through that tight corridor, he could have even turned around and continued the aggression. A lot less space for the Maul to maneuver in that scenario. And Dover is going to pick it up. So that is a confirmed win for the Heroes. We're going to see if the villain side is going to choose to finish it out or call it there. Toscha is going to decline finishing it out, so that will lead the rest of the points to go in favor of the villains, leading this final score to be 5-20 in favor of Dover and Klungo. And we're just checking real quick to see if there's any team interested in a post-match interview, and or players. But very well played to Dover and Klungo. They're kind of as expected. Pretty clean sweep this game.
Dover is interested in dropping by for the interview.
All right, awesome. You can tell him to hop into the general chat, and I'll pull him in. All right.
Oh, Klungo left before I could thank him. It's okay, he can watch the VOD and he can know that I'm thankful to every single contestant.
As usual. You know, I'm not sure if we're going to get them in here for an interview, but I definitely want to thank Slowman-Toscha for participating in the tournament. You know, one thing that I always want to say is that despite skill gaps present, I think it's always good to participate and attempt to compete in these tough matches, because it can really teach you a lot about where you as a player need to improve, or kind of where those gaps are. And we saw a lot that, you know, there were some rounds where they did very well on the hero side.
It's almost as much about learning about yourself as it is testing yourself and your limits.
All right, we do have Dover here, and I'm going to be pulling him in. Hello, Dover. Long time no see.
How are you doing?
Oh, we currently cannot hear you if you're speaking.
If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear us now?
Can you hear me?
One moment, I'm gonna go to the Twitch stream.
Oh, that's going to lead to a very, very delayed conversation if that's...
Yeah, I can't hear you guys.
Let me try to move him back and forth. Sometimes that fixes things.
Yeah, try that.
Can you hear us now? No? Well, I'm not really sure what to do about this.
This is a new one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Sorry about
Fantastic.
No problem.
Hello.
So definitely a pretty good result for you and Klungo this match.
Oh, thank you.
I think I would even go so far as to say, I think that your Maul was the dominant factor on the villain side for you guys. Did Klungo say anything at all about his Vader in that situation? Like, was there some connection and stuff, or?
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much the setup we both wanted from the start. I feel like is he's a really good counterpuncher. I like him as Vader, and I kind of when I've been playing recently, I've gotten into Maul, so I've been comfortable playing Maul. So yeah, we even considered switching it up when we were losing a bit, but we decided to just keep with me playing Maul and him as Vader, and it looks like it worked out all right.
So what I'm hearing is that you've betrayed we Vader mains and gone to the Maul side of things.
Oh well, there can only be one Vader.
Yeah,
We'd probably be both Vaders. I love Vader.
All right, I'll
For my
forgive you.
favorite.
So, what did you think about the key pick? Was that sort of a thing that you wanted to experiment with, and you were far enough ahead and decided to go for it, or was there
Oh, what was that?
the
key
Kiadi
pick?
The
Mundi?
key pick.
Yeah.
Oh, him going Mundi. Oh, that was just Klungo being chaotic. I think it worked out all right.
Yeah, it definitely did. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys were undefeated on the hero side, so can't argue with results, you know?
Oh, yeah.
What did you think about the Emperor pick?
I don't. That was very surprising. I was kind of. I didn't notice it was an Emperor until I got close. He actually knocked down Klungo. So yeah, I mean, I knew that I had to still take the Emperor seriously. So, but yeah, it was nice to see.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
haven't seen that in the rounds yet.
good mindset. Like, no matter what your opponent picks, still take them seriously. Because I think that's like
Yeah.
why we see people drop points to characters like Yoda so often. Is they see a Yoda and they like relax. They're
Oh no. And I know because I like in the past year I got into Emperor and Yoda because they're the characters I haven't played at all. And they can do a lot if you really focus. You can kill
Yes.
plenty of good players.
Yes, they
Don't
can.
underestimate them, even
Yeah.
on the round. Yeah.
Xadrian's Emperor.
That was why I historically loved playing the Emperor.
Yeah, especially Emperor. He just will null you so easily if you're not careful.
So next up, you and Klungo will move on to fight Dagon and Voidus, and then past that, if you end up beating them, you'll fight Adedru and Quigs, or Tony and Quigs. So I was kind of talking to Quigs, joking that like you and Klungo have the SA gauntlet here, where you're facing like progressively higher seeded
Yeah.
SA teams. It's just kind
Oh,
of
it
funny.
is. Yeah, it's the Sith Academy tournament, so that's what I would expect. I liked the opportunity to fight the Sith Academy members because I know you guys are on your server training a lot, and I don't get to see it. It's my opportunity to, play with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes there's training, sometimes there's not, but at the end of the day, we're all here for the same kind of competitive 2v2 sort of deal.
Yeah, that's great. I like that.
All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and bid you adieu and see what Slowman has to say. So
All right. Well,
best of
thank
luck
you.
in the future tournament.
Thank you. All right. Take care.
Take care.
All right, now we'll grab Slowman.
Everyone's leaving before I get to say goodbye.
I'll let Slowman say goodbye next time, or Dover rather. All right, I'm gonna pull Slowman now.
Oh,
Hello, hello.
Hello, Slowman.
Yeah.
So, I mean, first things first. Thanks for participating in the tournament. You're eliminated now at this point, but how do you, I guess, feel about the match, or like, what are your thoughts, kind of coming out of the tournament as a whole?
Kind of relieved that I don't have to deal with the scheduling. But yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. I mean, at least I can't say for Toscha. I wanted to at least win one of the matches that we had.
Did you
Yeah.
at least consider it like a teaching tool? Like you could see like ways that you could improve your own play, things you might want to change about how you play.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I wasn't expected to go far really. So this I really did it just to learn and then also learn, how other people play too. Because I'd never really gone outside of SA players. So, this was a good experience for myself.
What do you think that experience has shown you? Like, what do you think the differences you see are, or the similarities even, between those like two different, like, because we're all playing the same game, but it is oftentimes like I've spoken to people like William and Jamin about this. There's almost this inherent like meta that is a little bit different between the two groups, the just general community and also SA. But I guess what's your insight now after playing this?
Oof, that's a that's a big question. I guess oh man, I can't really. I, don't, I really don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, it is a tough question. Well, I think at the very least, I'm looking forward to commentating future matches with you, and you've been streaming for us too. So I
Yeah.
guess you're not quite done with scheduling yet, are you? You get to
No,
share,
not really.
You get to share in my pain a little bit longer.
Yeah, you still got me trapped in here, so
I mean, you don't have to commentate.
you're forcing me, guys. He's forcing me.
You can.
And guess what? If you want to have the access to even more learning materials, we didn't manage to save all the VODs thanks to Twitch, but several of the VODs have been Wolf's been getting up on the YouTube, so we'll have those for more or less permanent reference if anyone wants to take the opportunity to maybe pull some of those up, see what people were doing right, see what people were doing that wasn't going right.
Yeah.
Lots of wisdom to find in there.
And I definitely want to thank Xadrian as a co-commentator here, deflecting from Slowman's claims at me holding him hostage. He's doing his duties. All right, Slow. I guess. Do you have any last thoughts on the tournament as a competitor before we go ahead and end today's stream?
Yeah. I just want to say I'm rooting for Tony and Quigs. That's all.
All right. We'll see how they
Hear
do.
that, Tony and Quigs? You better not disappoint him.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pressure's all on you now.
Give us a good match.
All right, thank you, Slowman.
Yeah. See ya.
Take care, Slowman.
Oh,
You
I
did it
actually
again.
didn't listen to you.
You did it again.
I'm sorry, Xadrian. All right, thanks to all the viewers who joined us today. We are currently still scheduling Maul and Rex versus Jiraxis and Young Ounce, but that is most likely going to occur sometime this weekend. We're looking maybe at Friday, so keep an eye on the matches scheduled page, and hopefully that will be scheduled soon. And then also we will have Dover-Klungo moving on, and the scheduling will commence for them against Dagon and Voidus. And then soon we're also going to have the semifinals match. So just keep posting in the Discord, and we have some fun stuff to be continued. So thanks for joining us. Do you want to say goodbye now, Xadrian? I'm giving you the opportunity.
Farewell, everyone.
All right. See you all.